Alright guys, so you're able to put very large radiators in this unit for liquid cooling up on the top, but of course you are limited by this. They give you the option though to remove it, and mind you, it's not as easy as just these two thumb screws, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to take this apart and how to put it so that you can add larger liquid cooling units, and then also to give better airflow. So you can see right over here, there are two fans up in the front. One of those two fans is being blocked by these 4 hard drive trays. So we're just going to go ahead and remove them. Just putting everything aside for now. Now, one thing you are going to lose when you remove these trays is obviously the ability to have 6 drives. You can only have up to 4. So that'll be the 2 here, and then 2 that you could put on this back plate. And I'll show you in a second how to do that. Because if you remember, I do have 2 SSDs down here. We're going to have to move these also. Okay, and I'm going to have to redo some of this cabling, of course, moving everything around. So for now, I'm just going to remove them. Alright, so now I'm going to have to remove this front panel up here. To do that, it's going to be a little bit annoying. You'll notice there's little rivets here, here, and well, one up here. I'm going to have to get to them, so give me 1 second while I get to that. Might be easier to get it from this side, at least to start with. They're not really rivets, they're just pieces of plastic keeping everything in place. Looks like it might be easier to take off the front panel, 5 1/4 drive bay, right up here, right here. So I just took that off so that I can just fit my hand in there a little bit better. It's not the easiest to take this off. All right. They just made the center one right here really difficult to remove. All right, so now we have it off. The filter fell off. That's okay, we'll just put everything back on a little bit later on. Now we'll go ahead and remove these two screws right up here. I'll tell you, going through the build and going through everything with this case, they've done an amazing job with the entire thing. Just how customizable this case is. There's two screws I need to take off on the bottom. I'll get to those two in 1 second. And then take off these screws. So this will also take away your ability, if you wanted it, most probably would not wanted the 5 1/4 drive bay. Alright, that's the drive bay there. Okay, then those two bottom ones I was mentioning. So I'm just going to lay the case on its side. I'll remove the bottom dust filter. And the screws are right down there. Okay, so they would be here and here. I'm assuming the whole thing is just going to fall right out when I take this last screw out. It didn't. Just going to stand it back up. Alright. Just going to move some of these excess cables out of the way. And it looks like, yep, we can just kind of push it out of the way here. That is really awesome. So we can either take it completely out, or if you do want that space to put additional drives, which I will want to, just move some of those cables out of the way. And let's go ahead and put this back in. Probably shouldn't have taken it out, that's okay. Looks like maybe it would be easier if I put it in this way. Yep, that way I can get it behind the case fans. And seemingly slide it into place. Yeah, forget about that. I saw it as I was doing it, but if you remember, I put in the USB 3.0 right along the back here. So it's interfering, so I'm gonna have to slide it in the grommet somehow to get it in there. So for now, I'm just gonna go ahead, take it out. All right. Now that that's out, that should slide a little bit easier. No wonder it was fighting me. Alright, so we'll just put these guys back in. And then actually, now we have to put some on the top of the unit. Nice little feature there. Just push this button and the module vent 3 pops right out of place. So you can put your liquid cooling units up here if you choose, or your fans. Okay, and then we can see the hole right here to screw it into. And another hole right over here. And then also along the bottom, we're going to put those screws back in here. Now you can really see how much that opens up the case. That adds so much more room here for the fans to breathe. And don't worry, it's not going to look ugly like that, unless you like that. Which, I mean, it's not really ugly, but maybe not as pleasing as having this, which you can put right back. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Alright, so that looks a lot nicer to me. Now, I was doing some thermal testing just to see how hot this guy down here would get, the Kingston A1000. And I'm going to go ahead and put that a little bit later on. But I want to see if this is going to help some of that airflow and keep it nice and cool. We just have to put everything back in. So I've already gone ahead and put everything back in the bottom, so I'm just going to go ahead and slide the filter right back into place. Alright, I'm not going to add that in the video because, well, it literally is just sliding it back into place. Nothing major about it. And now this should be a lot easier to just pop back into place. The hard part is getting it out. Actually, put the filter after I do that. Yep, everything just snaps back into those holes really easily. Alright, and I just put the filter back in. And then now I'll go ahead and put this filter back in. Alright, cool. Man, I really like the way this looks without this. Mind you, I like the way it looked before, but either way. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how to put this back in place, but that's not a biggie. So for these guys, now those two SSDs that were in the trays down here, I've lost those spots, but not really. I can put those two SSDs right over here. Alright guys, so actually I was wrong. It's never happened before, I swear. You are not able to fit the 2.5 inch drives in these cages on here. Actually, you're only able to fit the 3.5s. I checked on Fractal's website and I didn't see it, but I'm gonna give them a call, shoot them an email and see if I can find it. They must sell these drive trays aside, so that maybe you can use here, and if not, you know, maybe they can add that on their store. So for now, if you did want to use this option again, so that you can A, put a longer video card, or B, put a bigger radiator up here, you would need to move this back, which again will get rid of 6 potential drives over here. But if you're fine with just 2, maybe in the back, or moving these 2 trays up in the front, that's all you need. And then of course maybe 1 or 2 PCIe SSDs there. The other spot would be underneath the video card. But that's about it for now. Again, this is Iggy showing you how to add more space to the Fractal Design Define R6 TG Blackout case. Again, this portion was right here, which gave you a lot of options for different drives, but it kind of blocked things out, making it look a little bit awkward. So they give you the amazing customizability to remove all the drive trays, push that back. It looks a lot cleaner now, and I'm sure I'm gonna get better airflow here. You know, bringing everything back. You are able to put 2 drives here, but they'd have to be 3.5-inch drives. So you win a little, you lose a little, but you know, if adding a bigger liquid cooling unit is incredibly important to you, that's a great option. And anyway, again, just showing you how to add more customizability to the Fractal Design Define R6 TG Blackout case. Iggy out. See you guys.
Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. For more information, visit bit.ly/dbdisclose. To have your product or brand showcased on Dragon Blogger, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct. Thank you for watching.